Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Indicator Overview series, where we take a deep dive into how to use every indicator within the Trading Apologist TradingView Indicator Suite. We're starting off today with TA Moving Averages, which brings together all of the most used moving averages into one tool so you don't have to have several moving average indicators cluttering up your charts at once. This is one of our free indicators alongside Closing Hour Tide and Closing Hour Pulse. All the other indicators either come with Patreon membership, depending on your tier, and Patreon membership gives you the best overall deal on the indicators. You get discounts on other services, and you also get all of the Patreon posts, the market tools we have on the website, Discord access, our live calls, and so much more. But if you want to subscribe to the indicators individually without Patreon membership, you can do so at tradingapologist.com/store. In addition to this video content going over each indicator, all the indicators also have detailed written user guides, which you can access at the top of the community section on our website at tradingapologist.com/community. So let's get into it to see how to set up and use TA moving averages. Okay, so starting here without TA moving averages turned on, just to illustrate a point. This is the chart I always use for my thumbnails, and I usually have all these different indicators for the 20-week, the 200-day, the 50-week, the 100-week, 20-week again. I don't know why I have two instances of that. The point is your charts can get really cluttered with all these different moving averages by different authors. So the point of this indicator is to allow us to remove all of these to just have one indicator on the chart. So if you go to indicators and you go to search, you can just go to TA and then moving averages. And it pops up under my favorites. You'll also find it here listed under Trading Apologist, and you can click on that. If you do hit the star on this, then it will show up here in the sidebar under your favorites in the future, so you don't have to search for it. Great, so now we have this added to our chart, and it is quite messy indeed, because by default, all of the 8 most used moving averages are on simultaneously, and we don't want to trade with all of these on at once. It would just be too much of a visual mess. So when you go in, it is intended for you to dial in your settings on which ones you want to see on the chart. So let's just move that to the side here, and we'll move our chart over. And you can see for the daily moving averages, we have the 20-day, the 50-day, the 100-day, the 200-day. And then for the weekly, we have the 20-week, the 50-week, the 100-week, and the 200-week. Now for the majority of my trading, I am using the 200-day, and I'm using the 20-weekly moving average. The 20-week is where we often anticipate institutional support to step in, particularly on the indices, and the 200-day is a good dividing line when a market is trending between bullish and bearish market structure. And a lot of institutions also really pay attention to the 200-day moving average. So the 200-day, I would say on the indices, I don't use as much, but on individual assets, it is very helpful. So if you want to change the color of any of these, you can just click on this, and I usually keep my 20 weekly as pink, and then we can see that color change there. And just one thing to note, when I had the 100-day on, you might have noticed that it was very similar to the 20 weekly. They are very similar because they're accounting for the same amount of time, generally speaking. The 20 weekly has a little bit more of a step to it because it's only printing once a week. So if you want a smoother moving average that approximates the 20 weekly, you can use that. And also, if you have our deviation bands indicator on a daily chart, the center dotted line is exactly where the 20 weekly is, so you don't need to use that, but that's a different story. So these are all the default indicators, and if you want to add something custom, we have custom slots at the end where you can add 5 of your own custom indicators, and we can dial those in by SMA or EMA. And if you ever have any questions on SMA versus EMA, each of these indicators have a little info button, so you can hover over them to learn about the individual ones. And if you hover down here and you just want to know the difference between an SMA and an EMA, we've built that in to try to make these as educational as possible to give you an overview of how to read each of these. Now, a lot of traders, they will use a 12 and a 22, and they'll use those as a mix as a SMA and an EMA. And then a lot of traders also look at the 55 instead of the 50 as an area for institutional support. So we've put those in by default, and then also a 9 is often used by some traders. So you can dial this into whatever you like, put in the length, put in an EMA, dial your color in, and you can have all your customs there. And a lot of traders, like I said, are just looking for that 1222 cross. And when you get that positive cross, that's indicating that we're getting more bullish momentum. And when you're getting that negative cross, that's indicating more bearish momentum. So that is really it. If you want to copy this onto other tabs on your TradingView, you can just click on it and hit Command C or Control C if you're on Windows, and you can paste it onto another chart. And if you want to save certain defaults, you can click right here on the Defaults tab at the bottom, and you can click on Save as Defaults. And the next time you load this on a chart, it will default to these settings. Instead of all 8 being on, it will have the 200 and the 20 week, and then your custom indicators that I have dialed in here. Okay, so that is it for TA moving averages. Really a very simple tool to set up and use, but a very useful tool nonetheless that I have on my charts every day when I'm in markets. If you do have any further questions on this or other indicators, you can reach out via our website on the contact form, or if you are part of Patreon on Discord, we have a dedicated section for indicator support, for web tool support, and for your suggestions. So the indicator support chat obviously is for the indicators. If you have questions on the AI Trade Desk or any of the other web tools, submit those there. And then under the suggestions tab, we love hearing your feedback as Patreon members on features you would like to see integrated or any other ideas you might have, because we are continually developing and sharpening these tools. So I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. This isn't financial advice. Past results are not indicative of future performance. Do your own research.